Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so it's Monday, and it is Black Monday, I believe everyone's calling it, because everything's crashing. Yeah, pretty bad. I go away for the weekend, and look what happens. Okay, well, to be honest, we were pretty much expecting this, I think, weren't we? This is how it is. You know, we knew that Trump's tariffs were going to wreck most markets, and indeed they have. And it's not just crypto; it's everything really across the board. Stocks, everything is pretty bad right now. Now, I want to first of all give massive thanks to J Crypto, or Crypto J, I think he's called, who was a guy who contacted me via Discord. And he had a look at the script for this oscillator down the bottom here, this thing here. And basically what Crypto J, I think his name's Jack actually, what Jack did was he sorted out everything really. So these little green arrows now, these ones here, they are the super up arrows that I've been looking for. That was what didn't appear at all. And now he's also done it so that if you go to the settings and you click match divergence lines to stochastic color. Okay, if we just expand this, you can see here what it shows now is these like yellow lines here, for example, which means there's bullish divergence here on this yellow stochastic. Okay, and the way these stochastics go, the red one is like the fastest moving one, then the cyan, then the yellow, then the green. Okay, so obviously if you see a divergence on the green, that's going to be more important than, say, the red one. Now, these divergence lines are things that I've not been paying that much attention to so far, but I think I will probably work them into the strategy. Okay, so what's the plan with this? Well, the thing is, like, Jack's actually fixed all the things that I wanted fixing, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my developer friend, Mr. S, now. I do want to work with him and do something further with this indicator. Maybe look into the idea of like automating stuff and eventually building a bot. But for the moment, this indicator is good. So what I need to do today, if I get time, is to write a proper description for this and republish this, because at the moment this isn't available to the public. But I know from my previous experience, what I need to do is write a proper detailed description for it, how to use it, that kind of thing, and hopefully it won't have a problem getting published. So hopefully I'll get that done sometime today, although I've got a few things on today, so it might actually be tomorrow. But this indicator's been great, you know, because what I do is look at it on the 1 minute, 3 minute and 12 minute time frames, looking for entries. At the moment, with the way the market's crashing, I shouldn't really be looking for longs, but if you were, what I'd be looking for is this green background here. And then you'd be looking for when these red crosses stop appearing, which has just happened. And also, this is the elusive green arrow. That's the elusive green arrow, which is to do with the super up condition, which I will explain about in a future video. But, you know, looking at that, I would say that at the moment, that is looking bullish for right now. Okay. And I've got this layout here with two charts here. This is 1 minute and 3 minute, and you can see both of these did a similar thing down here. You know, with some of them super ups and the red crosses, and then the price went up afterwards. And also here on the 3 minute, you got something similar with these red crosses appearing, and then they disappeared, and then the price started to go up. I don't think the price is going to go up forever, but I think what we're going to see on the way down, I think we're going to see like little pumps, and then bigger dumps, little pumps, bigger dumps. I think that's what's going to happen on the way down to wherever we're going to, which I'm guessing is probably around about, you know, 73, 74k, and if we break there, we'll probably go down to like 50 odd, but we'll have to see what happens when we get there. So I can just show you on my old description of what we're looking for here. So basically, when that oscillator, when you see it in the over the 80% mark, that means that the asset is overbought, so that's a selling opportunity. Below 20 is oversold, so it's a potential buying opportunity. And then the extreme ones, the above 90 and below 10, are the extreme areas there. So we're getting those red and green backgrounds when you've got this number of stochastics above 80. Now that's currently set here where it says minimum number of stochastics for BG colouring This is the most important setting. Setting it at 4 will mean all 4 stochastics need to be above or below overbought or oversold, curving inward to paint the BG green or red. At the moment that's set to 3 by default. Okay, when it says here the lower this number, the more false alerts you will get. Okay, so if you're seeing a lot of alerts, you could set that higher. So at the moment that's on 3. So what it's looking for there is the red background for 3 stochastics above 80 and sloping down, and the green one is when there's 3 stochastics below 20 and sloping up. Okay, there's the divergence detection that I've yet to explore fully. That's going to be interesting, but I'll do that in a later video. ABCD pattern recognition. This is the green crosses, the green and red crosses. Okay, so that means you've got stochastic 4, which is the green one. That one is below 90 and it's staying there. And the same again for the red cross is when the green stochastic is below 10 and it's staying there, so that indicates a bearish continuation. And those are the conditions where you think, okay, I want to go long or I want to go short, but hold on a minute. And then the super signals here, that's when you've got all 4 stochastics above 80 and they're sloping down for the red one, and for the green one all 4 stochastics below 20 and sloping up. Okay, and of course it says here high confidence trade setups. These signals work best when combined with price action analysis, which is the situation now because we're actually in a very bearish trend, and we have been for the last few days. So really you shouldn't be looking for longs now. Nevertheless, the price is going up. We do have things like the super down signal there on the 1 minute time frame. Nothing much on the 3 minute, and the 12 minute is showing a green background here because the stochastics are down here. Also looking back here, you can see that my moving averages, the green and yellow one there, they're starting to cross there, the 21 and the 55 EMAs, they're starting to cross there, which is also a bullish sign. So I think we might get a little bit of a relief pump here. Now the other thing that makes me think we could go up as well temporarily, and this is a long shot, is the CME close from Friday. So basically what happened here was the Chicago Mercantile Exchange closed their Bitcoin price on Friday at 84,474, and then when it reopened last night it was around here 79,555, that kind of thing. So in actual fact you've got this gap here which is huge. That is actually pretty much a $5,000 gap. And even more, it's 9% from where we are. So we've got a long way to go back up to that 84,425, but my God, anything can happen at the moment, couldn't it? So just be prepared for everything. So I wouldn't go short at the moment, and I wouldn't really suggest going long. You could do little scalp longs and little scalp shorts, but the market's crazy. That said, since we got this super up signal at 9 o'clock this morning, the price has gone up nicely. It's gone up how much? About 3.2%. That's a big deal for Bitcoin, that is. So yeah, currently at 77k. I don't know, it might recover, who knows. Anyway, if you want to be informed when you can get hold of this oscillator down here, please do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications on all. I'm going to aim to make it open source so that you can use it with no restrictions, but if for some reason I have to make it invite only, I will give that to people who use my exchange links. So please do check out these exchange links here. Okay, so if you're using one of those you'll be fine, but I will aim to make it open source anyway. But yeah, if you like the sound of that, please give the video a like, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you've got the notifications set on all. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.